start off with the Navigating Wealth participants first. Our first participant is Deon Banks. Coming up, sir. This guy is phenomenal. I mean, I'm going to tell you, personable, determined. Dante is a North Star digital literacy certified participant in applied graphics. He got a bronze and silver, and he is going to be going into the marine trades as his career choice. Will you congratulate Deon Banks this morning? Our next participant is Devon Bowie. Devon is also certified in digital literacy in career readiness certificates. Devon is silver, gold, and gold. And he is enrolled in the Thomas Nelson welding program, so he will be continuing that. Good morning. Good morning. He will be continuing his career as a welder. Let's congratulate Devon Bowie. Our next participant in Navigating Wealth is Emilio Carter. Emilio, in the industry, ladies and gentlemen, in career readiness certificates, there are different statuses. One is platinum, gold, silver, and bronze. Platinum is the creme de la creme. It's the top of the food chain as it relates to industry certified credentials. This young man, I want to tell you, has been hired as a salesman with True Green. Matter of fact, he got two job offers, one with FedEx and the other one with True Green as a salesperson. He chose True Green. Also, he is enrolled in information technological systems and cybersecurity at Thomas Nelson. But listen to his certification. Mr. Carter is triple platinum. That's in the nosebleed section. I mean, he is just, but he is triple platinum. And so when employers see that, they know he's the best of the best. And so he can pick and choose. So we're proud of you. We don't get many triple platinums, but you are the gold standard. Thank you for your hard work, sir. Congratulations. Katie Dublin. Katie is certified in digital literacy. She is gold, applied math, graphic literacy. She is gold, workplace excellence. She is silver. She has 2 interviews next week, and she's also enrolled in the facility maintenance program at Thomas Nelson. Congratulations, Katie. On exit interview yesterday, she was so excited about her next steps, her next career, and so we are going to be pushing her, supporting her, whatever she needs beyond Navigating Wealth. Our next participant is Marlon Epps. Marlon loves to cook, and so after today's graduation, he's going to be enrolled in the culinary program through the Peninsula Food Bank. He is certified in digital literacy. He is gold in applied math, graphic literacy. He has silver, and workplace, he is a bronze. Congratulations, Marlon. This is the man. Come on, Cullen. Cullen Flowers. Cullen was a joke. I like all of the participants, and I can't say one over the other, but some of them you get a highlight on because they do special things. But Cullen came to the class motivated, ready to go, smiling, never having a bad day, and he worked very hard. He is certified with digital literacy. He has gold, silver, and bronze, and he also enjoys cooking, and he will also be enrolled beyond Navigating Wealth in the Peninsula Food Bank's culinary class, Culling Flowers. Congratulations. I'm sorry, I apologize. His career will be forwarded in administrative assistant, and he will be volunteering, I apologize, sir, at the Brooks Crossing Center for Opportunities. Yes. Thank you, sir, I apologize. Yeah, congratulations. If you do like to cook, don't you? Yeah. Good, all right. Clean it up real good, okay, good. Angela Harris. Angela certified in digital literacy, and also she's certified as a notary, and she is a grassroots community activist. And her passion is genealogy and historian. So we are trying to place her at a local museum where she can continue to move and forward her career in genealogy, community activism. And so, Angela, congratulations. Did a great job. Very nice. And I got to tell you this about Angela. She did very well in the cohort, but during her lunch break, she was giving tours and talking history with folks who came into to our building. So she had a twofold responsibility. I don't think Kishay Holloman is here, but Kishay is certified in digital literacy. And in digital literacy, they do a lot of graphics, they do workplace excellence, they also do presentations, PowerPoint, email, basic computer types of things, Word, and so you get a whole portfolio of qualifications in those areas. So that's what digital literacy is, and everybody in this cohort is certified in that area. Also, she was silver in applied math, silver in graphic literacy, and also silver in workplace. So she's not here, but we do want to recognize her, and she will continue her career in a welding program at Thomas Nelson Community College. So give her a hand in her absence. Matthew Hunt. You know Matthew's here. Some of you know this title, Teacher's Pet. Anybody ever been a teacher's pet in school? Well, Matthew is the teacher's pet, the teacher's assistant. He is the teacher when the teacher is not there, okay? And all of his colleagues recognize him for that. But Matthew did extremely well. He was gold in applied math, platinum in graphic literacy, and gold. He has a career, will be entering a career program as an electrician with Thomas Nelson Community College in the electrician program. Congratulations, sir. And I do want to let you know, too, with Navigating Wealth, we do take care of various tuitions and certifications moving beyond the program. So if you are fortunate enough to be Navigating Wealth, beyond you finishing and graduating, if you desire you want to be an HVAC, CMA, CNA, get your GED, or whatever you want to do beyond that, we will support you 100%. So we just don't say you finish and you're done. We're not done with you until we know that you are totally successful. Our next participant and graduate is Sean Parker. Sean is certified in digital literacy, also a very, very quiet spirit, but focused. Sean doesn't say very much. When he speaks, it matters. And if it doesn't matter, he don't speak. Okay, but he was silver in applied math, bronze in graphic literacy, also ended up with the silver. Sean will be enrolling in our trade school with Huntington Ingalls for a career in ship repair. Our next participant is Damien Patterson. Damien's not here, but let me tell you a little bit about Damien. He was certified in digital literacy. He's gold in applied math, gold in graphic literacy, in the workplace, he is also gold. He plans to be a barber and own his own barber shop, and we're going to be working toward helping him obtain that goal. So Sean is not here, Damien's not here, but we're going to recognize him for his great work. The young lady who was interviewed on Spotlight Success, a live interview, Shania Rollins. Shanae Rollins. I'm familiar with Shania Twain. I apologize. But you know, when you come into navigating wealth, we ask you to have a good attitude. Bring a good attitude. Get involved. Be focused. Do all of your assignments. And she had some barriers and challenges with daycare and children, but she said, hey, take care of my kids, I'll be back. And she was outstanding. And it's called persistent, it's called being consistent and not giving up. And so we thank you for not giving up. She is certified in digital literacy. She is silver in applied math, gold graphics literacy, and also silver. She wants a career in the medical field, and she will be enrolling in a medical billing and coding courses that we will certainly sponsor and take care of. And hopefully, the next time you see her, she'll be sending you a bill for services rendered. Congratulations. Bobby. Where Bobby stood? Bobby stood. Come on, Bobby. Bobby missed his calling. He probably should have been a comedian at the second stage of his life. But I want to tell you on a serious note, Bobby had some barriers, some challenges, almost gave up one time. And in the video, you're going to see what I'm talking about. But he kept pressing his way. He said, I got to do this. I want to do this. I'm going to do this. So if you want to see what success looks like, shake hands with Bobby Stewart. Bobby is certified in digital literacy. When we were doing a math equation, Bobby he got excited. We were going to say, okay, class is over. Bob said, no. I'm enjoying this. He didn't want the class to end. But we had to go home. You got to go home, but you got to get up out of here. So, but he was silver, gold, and silver in all of the certifications. And he is enrolled at Thomas Nelson in the facility maintenance program. And so if you need something fixed, you need something taken care of, call on Bobby. He can get it done. Congratulations, sir. People, man, great job. Great job. Last but certainly not least is Robin Turner. And I want to tell you just a little bit about Miss Turner. Very, very quiet spirit, but very focused. Miss Turner at one time had a career where she was doing, we don't do it anymore, it's called shorthand. Anybody know about shorthand? And so we had a staff meeting one Friday, and these young millennials don't know about no shorthand. So I said, she specializes in shorthand. Somebody said, what is shorthand? And she got a shorthand. I said, no. And so what I did was I scribbled on a piece of paper. And it's almost hieroglyphic. I said, these are the graphics of shorthand. And we pulled it up on the screen, right? But she was very proficient in shorthand. It's a way to dictate and to make notes. And when you come out of a meeting, she can tell you everything that was done in that meeting through shorthand. Well, fast forwarding. She is still interested in a career at secretarial administrative work, and she is going to be enrolled in the administrative assistant program and legal assistant program through New Horizons. So she's going to continue her career. And you have done an outstanding job. You have been an example for our young people in our class, with your consistent, with your focus, with your determination. And the best is yet to come. Thank you for so much, Ms. Turner. Have a great day. Also, she was silver in applied math, gold in graphics, and also gold in workplace. And so they are our graduates. Now let's give them all a hand. I'm going to make way for our coordinators, Tia Tab and Lyrica Kitchen.
Okay, so we have some special awards to give out as well. And the first special award that we're going to give out is going to be for perfect attendance. We know that it's not easy to always be there every day, no matter what. And so we want to recognize the people who came every single day faithfully without fold. And so I'm going to just call out all of the names, and I would like for you to all come up and get your certificates for perfect attendance. Emilio Carter. I mean, this guy, he would go to the interview and come back. Katie Dublin. Marlon Epps. Cullen Flowers. Matthew Hunt. And Sean Parker. And Bobby Stewart. Robin Turner. We got a text message one morning saying, I ain't never coming back, but then I came out the meeting and he was there. I said, all right. So congratulations to you all for showing dedication and being in class every single day.
Hello, everybody. So I want to recognize two participants from the cohort that we just saw them flourish from the start to the end, and we cannot wait to see what else is in store for them. And I'm going to start with Miss Katie Dublin. So for Miss Katie, like I remember when she came in, she started off strong academically already, but her demeanor was like, okay, I'm going to do this. But like during the course, during the 6 weeks, you just saw her open up, saw her smile more, saw her joking more, just being herself and being comfortable. And so we want to recognize that because that is also something that we want to help people do. We're here to support you. And then also, academically, you had the most improved for the CASA scores. So from the first test that you took to get into the program to when you took it a couple days ago, you had the most improved scores. Wow. And so we want to recognize that. Congratulations. Okay, next up, Mr. Brown almost took my speech for Bobby Stewart. Bobby. Come on up, Bobby. Yes. But for Bobby, just you can see like the brightness in his eyes when we were doing his planning guide after he took his CASAS assessments to get into the program. And just to see the change in him, especially with his demeanor, he was also smiling more, focused through everything that was going on in his life. And the text messages saying, I'm not coming back, but he was still there when we walked out the meeting. And we just recognized the brightness coming to life. And not only us, but also at home, people that he knows, he's came up and say, oh, they say I'm changing. He's like, I don't see it, but apparently they see it. And we do see it. It's beautiful. Congratulations.
We're switching. All right, the next award we have is for most valuable participant. It's always someone who kind of stands out in each cohort that takes on a leadership role and helps out, it's one thing to be in a classroom and you're leaning on a teacher to be able to help you make it through. But then it's another thing when one of your colleagues or one of your classmates can step up and step in and kind of fill in and help. And we had two students that really stood out, and they even showed that in their test scores. They showed it in their willingness to help no matter what. Even if they were having a bad day or they were going through things at home, they still came in and worked hard. They were willing to help. Sometimes they would say, well, Tia, can I just work to the side today? I said, okay, I'm here, I'm tired, I was up all night, but you know what, I'm here anyway. And so we have two most improved students. It's hard to pick one. I'm sorry, not most improved, most valuable participant. It's hard to pick one. So we have two, and that is, in Matt we trust. Matthew Hunt. It was a phrase that was coined because when we would be going through technical issues with the computers, or somebody couldn't figure out a problem, we would say, "Where's Matt?" And he always would come through for us. So in Matt we trust. Congratulations, Matt. The students who received the most valuable participant will be receiving a special gift that was donated by Lisa Pennyfeather from Wells Fargo Bank. If you don't mind me kind of displaying. They have a very professional notebook that they can use as they go through their endeavors in school, business meetings, and things like that with the Wells Fargo logo. And this will be definitely something that they will be able to use as they go through life in their professional endeavors. Is Lisa here? Would you please stand? Thank you for the special award. Our second person is Emilio, triple platinum, Emilio Carter. So one of the tasks that you're tasked with when you're in the Navigating Wealth program is that you have to do 7 to 10 job searches per week. I think he probably did 20. Because every other day, this man was going to an interview. And you know what? It paid off. So when you put in the hard work, it shows up. All right? Congratulations, Emilio. All right, and that includes the awards for Navigating Wealth. And now we have our STEP program that will be graduating as well.
Thank you, Tia. The second arm of workforce development is our STEP program, summer training and enrichment program. And I want to introduce our program operations manager, Cynthia Randall. Cynthia, stand, please. And the STEP team lead coach, Jamaica Baker, stand. Dennis White, job coach. And Jeray Bolton now is on the camera. And they're going to be making presentations. I think Jamaica's going to lead this particular portion of our program, recognizing our young people, our STEP participants who did outstanding. And again, you'll hear some great stories regarding them. When this portion is over, we're going to pause for the video that we wanted to show you in the beginning, and then we'll continue the rest of our program. Thank you, Jamaica.
Good morning, everybody. I want to say that this STEP cohort was extremely special. This is the fourth cohort that I've been a part of. This was the first time that we actually had a full staff, so we had a full team. And this cohort standed out the most because almost every one of them came in with challenges and barriers, but they were determined. And it was just amazing to see a group of young people, because you don't really see that in young people now. They kind of just go with the flow and just kind of fall in wherever, but they really pushed their way, even though they didn't want to be there sometimes. Like they pushed their way in, they were successful, and I'm really proud of all of them. And so thank you for the ones that are here, for the work that you put in. Thank you for, even though you had challenges outside of STEP, to be able to come in and just work past it and really open it up to us as job coaches. So we really appreciate every one of you. The first person I'm going to recognize, she isn't here, but her name is Iani Brown. She was placed with the STEP program with HRCAP. She has chosen to continue her workplace experience with New Horizons in April, and she's going to be going for her MAA program. And she also placed bronze on the CRC, but she isn't here. The next person is Mosiah Sawyer, who is here. And Mosiah was placed with the Regional Peninsula Animal Shelter. And it was funny because Mosiah has like a fear of animals, but she wanted to go there because she wanted to face her fears. And so she got training in like cat and dog handling. And so she did really awesome there, and I'm really proud of her. And she also chose to continue with New Horizons, and she wants to continue as a CNA. The next person is Jasmine Hunter. So Jasmine was placed with Hair for You. She was there as an assistant with Miss Miss Harris, and she placed bronze on her CRC. She wants to actually open up her own shop, and so what she has been doing is finding different trainings on hair, braiding, and different things like that, so she can go into her own business. And so we're going to link her up with the mentor, so she can be able to move forward in creating that business and doing what she wants to do. The next person we have is Jalen. And he is not here, but Jalen was extremely hardworking. He was one that had a lot of barriers, but he kept showing up, kept coming, kept reaching out. Jeray was his job coach, and he wants to be a barber. And so we also placed him with Hair for You, but we also are going to link him up with a mentor in the community that has a barbershop that can help guide him in that way. But he also placed bronze on the CRC. But like I said, we're extremely proud of him because there were a lot of things that they dealt with, and for him to be able to continue through the program and still show up was amazing. And so the next person we have is Knowledge. So Knowledge was very attentive from the beginning. He was always willing to go the extra mile. He is a very hard worker. He never missed a day. If he was going to be late, he called us. He was always there. And even in the moments where he kind of, you can tell when they're over it. When they're young people, you can tell when they're over it. But for him to just continue and just put in 100%, 110% was amazing. He was placed at Public Works, and he received bronze for his Workplace Excellence series that he received. And he also is receiving the Perfect Attendance Award because he was there every single day. And so we're going to go ahead and give that to him now so we won't belabor the time. And they will also be receiving the award, the prizes that were donated by Ms. Pennyfeather, and so they'll be getting that as well. The next person we have is Samira. So Samira is an overcomer, and it says the world should watch out for her. She was placed with STEP, and she was placed with STEP with Miss Jeray, who was her job coach, and she also got bronze on her CRC. Samira wants to go into be a CNA and work with the elderly. She has an awesome personality. We did business presentations for the classroom, and she could probably sell water to a fish. This girl, she was up there talking, and we had people ask questions, and she was coming off the top of her head, but just how awesome she was and the flow and just her personality and how she is with people, she's going to go really far. And so we're excited about her future and all of their futures. We're excited to see what comes out of you, okay? And now I'm going to pass the mic to Dennis.
Good morning. This first participant I'm extremely proud of. And not that I'm not proud of everyone, but this young man has made such a dramatic turnaround. He was extremely shy. When I say introverted, I mean, it was hard just getting him to open up just to speak. And by the end of the cohort, he was an honorary instructor himself. He took over the class. He was like the proctor. If we gave the class an assignment, he'd look around and say, "Didn't you hear what Mr. Dennis said? Man, this step is serious. You're taking this as a joke." And this young man has been placed with Top Guard security. And what a dramatic turnaround. I mean, Justin Brown, most valuable participant. Yeah. Justin. Our next participant, I don't believe he's here. Quentin Cowling, is he here? Quentin was placed at the Peninsula Regional Animal Shelter as well, and had some definite challenges with him, but by the third week he realized that if you call Mr. Dennis at 6 o'clock in the morning, he's not going to drive you to work. So Quentin grew up, I would have to say, in this STEP program. He had to learn responsibility, and by the end of it, I would have to say he really handled it well and matured. Some of these participants, Miss Lenny Liebert from the shelter, thank you for coming. I know you took time out from your busy schedule because she basically bent over backwards to adjust the schedule for the animal shelter just to accommodate our STEP participants. And I know that wasn't easy because they came in and said, well, I know you need us from 9 to 2, but can we come in and work 12 to 4? And she worked with them. But Quentin's not here, but he's going to be continuing his education through New Horizons, and he's going to be taking online courses. Okay, the next participant is not here as well, Taja Humbles, but to see him was to believe him. I have to say this, because this young man was definitely a fashion plate. Okay, he was like a church mouse throughout the cohort. We couldn't get a peep out of him, and by the end of the cohort, we couldn't get him to be quiet. I mean, he came to, he was the administrative assistant at Brooks Crossing, and he came to work every day with a bow tie on, shiny shoes, his shirt was crisp. I mean, he was just fantabulous. But he's not here now, and he's going to be going through New Horizons to continue his education, and he's going to get his certification in welding. That's Taja Humbles. And by the way, Taja also placed bronze on his CRC. This next young man, when he first began in the cohort, was even more shy than Justin. And to come to find out that he had such gifts that he was hiding. So as we reach out to them and we learn things about them and ways of helping them, we find out we're helped in return. We teach, but at the same time we're taught. This young man has come a long way, and I know he's not expecting this. Zahim, yes, you. Zahim, his passion is the arts. Zahim loves to dance, okay? And we got Zahim placed at Downing Gross, where he was indoctrinated and he learned a little more about the theater. It's not just about dancing. He learned lighting, he learned staging, he learned production, and he has just really flourished and opened up. And he also told me about his YouTube site. I went on and saw he and his cousin busting a move on there. So Zahim's got some skills. And he's going to do well, and he's going to continue his education and get his GED through New Horizons. So congratulations, Zahim. Okay, this next participant, every once in a while you get a participant because we make regular rounds. We do job sites, we make phone calls. We're always checking up on the participants. And I have to tell you, it's a pleasure to have a participant that you never have to check up on. You know he's doing the right thing. The supervisors are impressed with him. They're telling you he's exceptional. He can write his own ticket. And what I'm talking about right now is a young man, Trayvon Ragsdale. And I see his supervisor back there, Mr. Baskin. Thank you for coming. Thank you. When I first visited the site and I asked Mr. Baskin how Trayvon was doing, he said, come here, let me talk to you for a minute. He said, Trayvon is exceptional. We've never had anyone like him come to Public Works before. That's what he said. And when I came there, Trayvon was all decked out in his Public Works gear, shining with the yellow stripes and everything, sitting there, looking very professional, and I was impressed. And I'm happy for him, and he's going to be hired full-time for Public Works Department. Congratulations. Thank you. I also forgot to mention Justin Brown, who's been hired by Top Guard Security. All right? So they're going to have a new RoboCop on their payroll. This next young man is not here either, I believe. Chris Turner. He's not here. But just to show you how much of an impact the workforce development means and how far it goes in the outreach. Chris's grandmother is in the program, okay? And her grandson was in the STEP program. So, okay, so they're reaching back and they're pulling the next generation through. So that's very promising and it's very inspirational. But Chris is not here now, but he was employed with Bay Electric. Okay. Thank you.
And I did want to come back and add that Knowledge is also hired with the Public Works contingent upon him getting his license. So we're working on that right now.
Again, let's give all of our graduates a hand in both programs. And we want to pause now to recognize all of our employees, all of our partners. Will you stand, all of our employees, supervisors, partners, will you stand? Some of you are here this morning. Will you please stand and be recognized? All of our employees, supervisors, partners. This program cannot be successful without you. So again, on behalf of HRCAP, our CEO, Edith White, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a great partnership, and we're looking forward to great things, keeping our young people and our participants encouraged when they come to your employee, that we've trained them right, and they value add to your organization. So again, thank you on behalf of Workforce Development, our CEO and COO, Kevin O.T., and the entire team. Thank you so much for that. We want you to be in the Next Step program, cohort, or the next Navigating Wealth. I'm going to get out your way, and I'm going to call Lyrica and Tia to come back with special recognitions, and then after them will be Cynthia Randall, and I'll come back and close it out. Okay?
So in closing, everybody, I just wanted to take the time to say thank you, because even though Lyrica and I and the job coaches, we're kind of on the front line dealing with and working with the individuals, we can't do what we do without the people that are in the background. So I want to say thank you to those people who are working at the front desk, those people who are working to process payroll, those people who are making sure that we have all of the things that we need, Peninsula Adult Education, providing us with the testing resources that we need, to our phenomenal teacher, Justin. I'm not sure if Susan is here, who had to step in for Justin when Justin is away. That's not an easy job to fill another person's shoes. And so we just want to say thank you. Yeah. But we also want to give a special thank you to some really strong partnerships that we have developed as we have been trying to service our clients. And so that means that sometimes we have to rely on businesses, we have to rely on community partners in order for us to be able to be successful. So one of our strongest business partners has been Smithfield Foods. And so I would like to recognize Tasha Hill from Smithfield Foods. Tasha Hill has worked diligently with us in terms of helping us with hiring individuals, and has really been that go-to person. Anything we needed in terms of reporting data, we got it lickety-split on the spot. If I sent her someone, I said, this person has some different challenges, will you give them a chance? She said, okay, let me find out. And if she could give them a chance, she would. I said, well, we need to give our clients some tips on what to do at an interview, what to say, what not to say, how to fill out an application. Can you come in and help us? So she came in and sat down at a roundtable discussion and gave those inside tips and that inside point of view of what recruiters are thinking when they look at your application. What are recruiters thinking when you say certain answers to certain questions? And that has given our clients a step above the rest. And we want to thank you. So Tasha Hill, will you please come forward? We have a special award for you today. We also have a special award to give to a community partner has done a wonderful job with us, and we're going to let Lyrica.
Okay, so we've all heard that it takes a village, definitely, to help all of our participants. And in our case, definitely having strong partnerships, as Tia has mentioned. And one of the partners that we want to recognize has been supportive of us since we moved into Brooks Crossing. the organization and this individual has been there to help our participants, made sure that they knew about all the job leads, made sure that they were going to the job fairs, made sure that they had anything that they could to support them on their job search. The clothing closets, we was coming up against like some, some issues with, okay, our participants need help with getting interview clothing. And so with that and with the brainstorming, he was like, okay, well then let's do that. And so now with our participants, when you have your certificate, you're able to go to Goodwill to go and get an outfit from their clothing closet. And so with that and numerous things, anything we needed, networking, helping us with our job fairs and our events, we want to recognize Mr. Kevin Alston. Yeah. Next, Ms. Cynthia Randall.
Good morning, everyone. I hate talking in front of people, but I'll get through it. So the next employer that we would like to thank is that they've been a part of the STEP program and supporting us. Whenever we've needed a hand and having participants get their hands-on work experience, we've called upon them and they've graciously accepted our participants. So this time around, I would like to thank the City of Newport News Public Works. Yeah. If Mr. Basson can come up to accept the award. So with this time around, when we had our participants come to the Public Works, he has been in contact with either myself or the job coaches, kind of giving us updates on how they are doing. And every single time that it's been spoken with him, he has definitely provided wonderful, wonderful responses of knowledge and Trayvon. So I definitely am looking forward to continuing the partnership with the Public Works. Thank you. So I just want to thank everyone that is here, our city officials, our employers, our partners, and most importantly, the staff, the workforce development staff for being here. Without these pretty much essential people, this program, these programs actually would not be effective to ensure that our participants are receiving the resources that they need to become successful. To our graduates, congratulations. We are all proud of you that you are motivated to enroll in these wonderful programs. You deserve the spotlight on you to shine on your success. You spent many hours taking tests, doing assessments, listening to us speak, which I know sometimes can get kind of boring, but again, thank you for all that you do. Just because the program has ended does not mean that your road has ended with this. We continue to push you to do the best that you can be. And just know that we are here for you to be able to push you if you need that little nudge. We're here to be your cheerleaders, and we're also here to be your coaches. So again, congratulations. We look forward to continue walking with you to see where you will end up. Thank you.
Thank you. Our last business of the day is before we cut cake and fellowship a little bit. We again have put together a dynamic team, and one of our team members, this is her last cohort, and hopefully not her last graduation, but in terms of being a part of the cohort, this is her last. We are happy to announce, and it was the ambivalence that I do this because Tia Tab is going to be the operator at Brooks Crossing, and she starts her new position on Monday. And when Tia announced this to me, we were down at New Beach Grove, which is also one of our partners, and she came and said, "Mr. Brown, I need to talk to you." So we sat in the little conference room, and her eyes got big, and I go, "Oh my, what is this about?" And as she was telling me about the position, we both got misty-eyed and teary-eyed because our workforce development team is a family. we are just not co-workers, we're family. And we're collegial, but we're also family. And so she said, what do you think? I said, you know what? I said, we have to emulate what we preach and teach to our participants. We want them to go to high levels. We want them to reach their higher goals. Why should we hinder you from reaching your goals and high levels? And so I look at it as a win-win. The only good thing, there are many good things, but the good thing about Tia is she's not leaving us. She's going across the hall, to a different office, but she'll be more involved in partnering with us in terms of helping us wrap around services and get service delivery. So we have a special presentation for you, Tia. With this presentation, we want to say congratulations to you. We love you. We're proud of you. If you give Tia a tab, here she's going to be. Tia is the bomb. And so thank you, Tia, for all that you've done, and we're looking forward to continue working together with you. And just as we spotlighted success today, we spotlighted your success as well. So again, thank you, and we're looking forward to bigger and better things from you as we let folks know why Brooks Crossing is there and what Brooks Crossing does for the community. And you'll be a great part of that. Thank you so much. Love you.
Okay, I'm usually the person that has tricks up my sleeve, and then they pull the trick from somebody else's sleeve on me. I just want to say that, I'm not prepared, okay. So I just want to say that growing up in Newport News, Virginia, and being somebody who can come back to the community and help means everything to me.
Ooh, come on, Tia. Elevator speech.
All right. Okay, it means everything to me. So I am just very proud to be a product of the city of Newport News. And it's exciting to be a part of the changes that are happening in Newport News. Not only is the city being developed in terms of infrastructure and economic development, but they're also developing the human resources that are in the community. And you are the human resources. You are the heart and soul of this city. A person from Newport News is a different kind of person. Okay? I don't know why, I can't really explain it, but we're a different type of person. We have a lot of pride. We believe that there are things bigger than us, and we always reach to be the best at whatever it is that we do. And so as I have grown up in this city, and I went and graduated from Huntington Middle School, and I graduated from Menchfield High School, and I was a part of different programs like the Pride program, that was, a program similar to Navigating Wealth, but it was for the youth in those days. And I was a part of those programs, so it means so much to me now to be a product of those programs, and now to come back and develop those programs and be able to give back to the community. And so I thank all of you, because without all of you, there would be no me, okay? And I believe in you because you believe in me. I'm only as good as my team. And boy, do I have a team. Boy, do I have a team. And they make me look good. And so I'm going to make sure that I do everything that I can so that we can be prosperous, so that we can be on the top, so that we can set the standard of what an opportunity center should look like, should be like, and will be the set standard for the rest of the nation. And it's going to start right here in the 23607.
You heard somebody holler elevator speech?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, be a partaker of your own teaching and training. So we have make sure that all our participants can, in an elevator, up or down the elevator, tell you why they want to work for your company. Can you do it? And so, Tia, thank you again. This concludes our program.